The horse. 55 million years ago, the earliest known horse evolved from the primordial soup, becoming the horse shaped creature we know and love today. That is, of course, if you believe in evolution. As long as there's been horses on Earth, there's been Chinese guys who love to ride on them. But Magic the Gathering can be a little bit different. Welcome to the deck where the horses ride themselves. Of course, you might be slightly confused. Why wouldn't you? We need to go back to 1999 for Magic the Gathering Portal Three Kingdoms. What is the portal? Where is it going? A fantasy land? No, historical ancient China, where we meet our commander, Sun Quandale Dingle. This guy is cool. He gives creatures we control horses, giving them horsemanship where they can't be blocked unless their opponent is also on a horse. Now, what does this mean if our only creatures we have in the deck are horses? Well, that means our horses are now riding horses, which is the entire appeal of this deck. But just like in real life, there's not a lot of blue horses running around. But let's go over all of them. Breaching hippocamp is what happens when a horse falls in love with a fish. This happens actually a lot. Surgemare is a horse fish, and so is wave break hippocamp. A lot of horse fish combinations going around. It must be the Tinder. Cobbled Lancer is what happens when a horse falls in love with a freak, I guess, an undead creature. Hey, it is what it is. Maybe it's a vampire. I don't know. I don't want to think about it all that much. Then we've got Phantom Steed, Cosmos Charger, Phantasmal Mount. These guys are blue ghost horses. Now that's pretty cool. Of course, we've also got a Crowan horse. This is a horse that you put in a basket and give to your friends because you don't actually get to control this horse, but he's still real cool. Now, Bronze Horse is my favorite. He's a horse with a freaking force field, okay? Any damage dealt to him is actually reduced to 0. That's right, you drop a meteor on this horse, he's fine. Isn't that freaking awesome? Now we've also got Diamond Mare. This guy's a horse that glows in the dark and gives us life whenever we cast blue spells. Cool. Workhorse, Clockwork Steed, Chrome Steed. These are all robot horses because what's better than a living horse? A robot one. Yeah, exactly. And you might be wondering, is that all the horses? Only 13 horses? Yes. Look, that's all of them that are blue and that we can play in our commander. Yeah, it is what it is. So what about the rest of the deck? Well, obviously, our plan is more horses. How are we going to accomplish this? Cloning our horses. That's right. Clone Legion makes a bunch of copies of our horses. We've also got Sahili's grad project, where she makes a horse turn into a robot horse token. That's pretty cool. Then we've also got Supplant Form. It's not a plant, it's a supplant. This guy takes a horse, puts it back into your hand, and gives you a token horse. So now you can have two horses, but one of them's a token. That's pretty good. Then we got Quandale Duplicate. Then we got Crack. And these guys make horses, but we can repeat it with Jumpstart and or Flashback, making more horses. The more horses we want. Epilepsy warning, by the way. Of course, the whole plan is to clone our horses. So let's go deep into that. We've got Rite of Synchronized Swimming. This makes a bunch of copies of a horse. Then we've got Don't Lose Your Credit Card in Detroit, aka make a copy of your guy, give him Cypher. Now you're making more copies. Very cool. Then we've got I'm Gonna Fuck This Pond, making another copy of a target creature you control. Then we've got Irenicus's roommate, Winky Face. They're sleeping next to each other. You know what I'm saying. And then we've got Season of Furry Tapestry. This also makes artifact creature token thing. It's cool. Whatever. But what if our horse dies? What do we do then? Well, obviously, we're going to need to go back in time with Oops, Where'd My Book Go? And Perpetual Sand Guy, aka the Doctor Who cards that are going to give our horses time travel powers to let us get them out of the graveyard, put them back into our library, and then cast them again. Our horses never die because they have the elixir of immortality. Philosophers be damned. We've also got some guy's cane and some guy's brain who help us shuffle our graveyard back into our library. Isn't that fun and neat? Now, back from the stink allows us to turn our dead horse into a tiny token horse. That's pretty cool. We got to do it at sorcery speed. It is what it is. So yeah, the whole plan is basically horses on horses, thanks to Quandale Dingle. And we clone our horses using cool clones like mechanical clones or tiny token copy clones. It's pretty neat. Blue is a tough thing to do, but basically, if our horse dies, we can go back in time, give our horse again, and then that's it. Our horse deck. That's the end of it. It's awesome. Horses on horses, guys. That's the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you subscribe. If you want to join the Discord, it is linked in the description down below. And hey, would you run this deck? Do you think horses are cool? Leave it in the comments down below, or leave a suggestion of what you want me to build next. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.